The MTS DB500 De-blistering unit will allow pharmacies to optimize the use of time taken when filling MTS compliance packs or using MTS automation by greatly increasing the efficiency of medication de-blistering. This small desktop unit has been designed to be easy to use. It is very easy to calibrate for different manufacturers' packs using no tools, and operators can be trained in a matter of minutes. The DB500 will de-blister the majority of medication in today's pharmacy, ensuring that your pharmacy staff do not suffer from repetitive strain injury or sore hands from manual de-blistering. Small or large amounts of medication can be de-blistered very easily with changeover between different drugs, being both quick and easy. The DB500 consists of 2 boxes. One box contains main unit and associated parts. The second box contains the DB500 manual, the med trays, mesh insert trays, foil catcher tray, dental pick set, wire brush, small and large Allen key, instructional DVD. MTS recommends that you check your professional pharmaceutical guidance as to the de-blistering of medication before using the unit. The DB500 has been designed to be quick to set up. Before assembling the unit, please clean the unit thoroughly with isopropyl alcohol and ensure that the unit dries thoroughly before assembly and use. The de-blister handle will need to be attached to the right-hand side of the unit as shown in the manual. Using the smaller Allen key, the retaining screw should be tightened when in the correct position. The foil catcher tray should be attached to the left side of the unit and fixed in place with the supplied retaining knob. The foil catcher tray is optional and does not have to be used. The mesh insert trays are designed to remove any foil fragments that may be generated from de-blistering packs. The DB500 has been manufactured to minimize the production of foil fragments. 2 trays are supplied with different size holes to accommodate different medication sizes. These trays sit inside the med trays. The med trays should be inserted into the unit with the flap positioned to the back and right of the unit. The flap is designed to catch on the med tray stop, located on the right-hand side of the unit, which will prevent the tray from dropping out of the unit when being removed. To remove the med tray, ensure that it is horizontally level when being removed. To engage the med tray stop, tilt the tray as it is being removed. The table clamp assembly is assembled using the larger bolts supplied with the larger Allen key. The unit should be placed on a level worktop or other such unit. It should be placed so that all the features of the unit can be easily accessed by the operator and also provide enough room for the operator to use the unit. If required, the unit can be fixed in place using the table clamp assembly supplied. There should be adequate operating room around the unit. This will be needed for packs that need to be de-blistered, foil blisters ready to be de-blistered, medication that has been de-blistered, and suitable containers that can be used for the storage of the de-blistered medication and a bin or other receptacle for de-blistered foil. Only operators that have reviewed this instructional DVD and read and understood the manual should be allowed to operate the DB500 unit. The unit has been designed to be quick and easy to use. However, with all machinery, errors can be made that will result in unsatisfactory performance. The DB500 has been designed to accommodate most of the medication that is used in today's pharmacy. However, there is some medication that cannot be used in the DB500. This includes packs that do not have medication in linear or straight lines, packs that have medication that overlaps, packs that are too wide to fit the unit, packs that contain more than one item of medication. In some instances, it is possible to allow some of these packs to be used on the unit by cutting the blisters into strips. To de-blister medication, the operator will need to calibrate the unit to the actual medication. Please consult the manual for a detailed breakdown of the key parts of the unit. The medication pack to be de-blistered can be placed vertically or horizontally on the fork assembly. The operator will have to decide which orientation is best for the medication being de-blistered. This information can be recorded on the form supplied in the back of the manual. The reverse of the medication pack must be facing away from the operator. The left-hand side of the pack must be placed inside the groove of the left-hand stationary guide, with the medication blister butting up to the guide. Using the fork adjustment handle, the forks can now be moved, so that each fork is located between the individual rows of medication. Each fork should be on some part of the foil that is between the rows of medication blisters. The stationary fork that is on the left-hand side of the medication foil must be on the foil itself. If adjusted correctly, the medication pack can be moved vertically up and down, and the forks will not interfere with the rows of medication blisters. If required, a record of the fork positions can be made using the guide that is on the rear of the unit and documented in the form supplied with the manual. Once the forks are in the correct position, the right-hand card guide assembly can be moved to fix the calibration. The medication foil must fit inside the groove of the right-hand guide, with the medication blister butting up to the guide. The calibration process is now complete. The medication pack can now be removed from the rear setup guide and placed in the feed guide slots at the front of the left and right-hand card guide assemblies. Make sure that the med tray is in position and, if required, the foil catcher tray. Using the de-blister handle and holding the medication pack, the medication can now be de-blistered from the medication pack. As each medication foil is de-blistered, the next medication pack can be inserted into the feed guide slots and the process repeated. The de-blistered medication will fall into the med tray. The foil will be caught by the foil catcher tray. The foil will need to be removed from here regularly. The foil catcher tray can be angled so that the medication foil can drop into a bin if one is located under the unit. If the foil catcher tray is not required, it can be removed completely. Once all the medication has been de-blistered, the medication can be removed from the unit by pulling the med tray out. If any foil fragments have been generated, these can be removed by shaking the med tray. Any foil will fall through the mesh insert tray into the tray below, allowing the operator to remove the de-blistered medication. The medication can now be placed in a suitable container. Please follow your local pharmacy guidance for storage of medication that has been de-blistered. MTS recommends that a desiccant be placed in these containers to minimize any potential moisture issues. If medication has been de-blistered incompletely, the foil has been punctured but not all the medication has been removed. This may occur with smaller medications. There are a number of steps that can be taken to resolve this. The medication pack can be reversed back through the unit and then put through the unit again. The medication pack, once it has gone through the unit once, can be rubbed along the foil catcher. This will dislodge any medication that has not dropped out. The pressure bar assembly can be used once the initial calibration of the medication pack has been completed. The pressure bar assembly is designed to exert more pressure on the medication pack while the medication is being de-blistered in the unit. The medication pack is placed in the feed guide slots at the front. The pressure bar is moved forward as shown and locks automatically into place. There are 3 adjustment positions that can be used: low, medium, and high. The highest setting should only be used when the other 2 have been tried, as this exerts more pressure on the medication while being deblistered. Once the bar is in position, the medication pack can then be deblistered using the deblister handle as demonstrated earlier. On the lower settings, it may be possible to put additional medication packs through the unit without releasing the pressure bar assembly. If this is not possible, then the pressure bar assembly will need to be engaged and disengaged for each medication pack that is deblistered on the unit. The pressure bar assembly is disengaged or released by pulling the left and right hand pressure bar releases. A record of the pressure bar setting used for a particular medication can be made on the form supplied in the manual. If medication is not deblistered correctly, then check the calibration of the forks. Check that the medication foil has been aligned with the left and right-hand card guide assemblies correctly. Check that the medication foil is vertically correct when going through the unit. You may need to use the pressure bar assembly, reversing the medication pack and deblistering again. Cutting the medication foil into strips that may be better suited to going through the unit. Try the medication pack in the horizontal aspect rather than the vertical aspect. If calibration is not performed correctly, then the medication within the medication pack may become slightly chipped or crushed by the unit. The unit will need to be recalibrated for the medication before more medication packs are deblistered on the unit. The unit must be cleaned to remove any debris that has become lodged in the med extractor area before a different medication is used. Cleaning can be done using the dental picks and wire brush supplied. If the unit is calibrated correctly, then this will not be necessary. Parts that come into direct contact with medication will need to be cleaned between different medication packs being used on the DB500. This will include the foil catcher tray, mesh insert trays, and med tray. These should be cleaned with either isopropyl alcohol or other such agent, or with a mild detergent, ensuring that they are fully dry before being used again. Other areas that may require cleaning include the cogs, fork assemblies, and guides. This can be done using isopropyl alcohol. The unit does not require any oil or lubrication. In summary, the DB500 has been designed to provide quick and easy deblistering of medication so that your staff and the pharmacy can maximize the time spent on tasks that add value to your business.